Hey, so welcome everybody to Yoga Church with Tracy K tonight. And to our online friends who are joining, we'd love if you would just post in the comment section where you are, how you're doing. We'd love to hear that. Your name, maybe, be awesome. So I just wanted to, before we kick into it, share a little bit of Devo. And I'm coming from like a Christian perspective, so I'm a follower of Jesus, and that's my spiritual path. I know everybody that's involved has many different spiritual paths, and that's great. That's beautiful. But the thing I've been thinking about lately is stillness. Yeah, and it's kind of hard to find that in my life right now. Can I get an amen from anybody?
Amen.
With work and all the different pressures of kids and grandkids and just all the things, and for me that includes ministry. So this practice for me is a way that I get still and get centered and actually connect to my body. And one of the things that I love about like many religious paths, but specifically the Judeo-Christian path, is there's an integration of body and mind and soul. So there's this belief that a human being is an integrated being. Like we're not just a spirit, we're not just a mind, our body, all of that is one thing, created in the image of God, if you will, male and female. So a practice that helps me still, the hamster wheel that's usually going in my head and my body. There's an African proverb that says, to let the soul catch up with your body. Sometimes we run so fast that if we feel like fragmented or disconnected. So that's why I love this practice, and I appreciate how Tracy leads us in this. And I'm thankful to be able to do it with y'all every week. So our online friends, welcome, and we're glad you're here. And I'm going to turn it over to Tracy now.
All right. Thank you, Mike. And that was an awesome devotion. Hi, I'm Tracy K. Welcome in. And welcome into those that are new, those that are brand new, and those that are pros at yoga. And wow, when he said be still, today's practice is with that in mind. I was going to begin the practice with a silent meditation with that in mind, to be still. And that was interesting. I'm glad that you went that route from the Christian and Jesus standpoint, because where I come upon God was through the rooms of recovery, and where it's taken me through the lines of yoga, where I know for recovery, for me, it's been the threefold: the physical, the mental, and also with the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. And through yoga, I've also learned that it's about the mind, body, and the spirit. So there we go, meeting the three. And I went out to a friend of mine's about 2 weeks ago, and it was out in the woods, and it was just beautiful. It was like a little fairy wonderland. It was quiet. I felt connected to the earth, and I felt connected to my creator. And, again, referencing back to recovery, this is where I was offered an opportunity to become one with my creator. I had an opportunity to build a relationship with who I thought my God would be. And but in that moment, a couple of weeks ago, I felt really close to my God. And it was away from the concrete jungle. It was away from the static and noise and the chaos that was going on around me. And I'm sure you all can relate to that. When you get out into the nature and into the forest and the trees. And this is a lot of, for me, my spiritual medicine, my, what what God does for me in and through me. And I just thought that that was really neat that you brought up stillness today. But we're going to go ahead today and we're going to start practice with some silent meditation. Probably, I'm not going to give a time. I'm not going to give a time today, but we're going to begin in Sukhasana. And basically just bringing our legs to Indian style, maybe your ankles touching. You want your sit bones, maybe bringing the meaty part away from your tailbones. If you're uncomfortable that way, I can offer you staff pose, which extending both legs forward and both feet are active. So either or, just finding what place on the mat you feel most comfortable with. And if you are new, if it hurts, don't do it. If it hurts, don't do it. And if it hurts, don't do it. Okay? And bringing both palms to your knees or in your lap, wherever it feels most comfortable for you. If you'd like to take a mudra, arrow mudra, or undulate mudra, sorry, or bringing both palms, bringing fingertips and thumbs together, finding what works for you. Maybe pressing the crown up towards the ceiling and lengthening through the spine. And taking a moment just to observe what's going on around you. Really connecting with your breath. Just noticing how your body feels. Noticing your breath. And just noticing your thoughts, observing, letting go of your thoughts as they pass by. ready, let's take both palms, heart center, Anjali Mudra. And let's take in a nice inhale right here. And exhale it out. Inhale in. And exhale out. Again, inhale in. And exhale out. And when you're ready, let's keep our eyes open. And we'll go ahead, following both palms up through center, inhaling in nice and slow, pressing through the palms. And then exhaling. Again, pressing through the palms, and then rounding through the back, hollowing through the belly. And then following your gaze down again, tucking your chin, feeling a nice stretch through the back of the neck. And then back up through center, pressing through the palms. Inhaling in as you press up through center. And then exhale. We'll bring palms through center, exhaling. And again, rounding through the back, dropping your chin, hollowing through the belly. And then again, let's bring our palms back up through center. Nice and easy. Following our gaze up. And we'll inhale here. Let's release both palms down by the side. And we'll bring our gaze to center. Let's take our palms behind. And we'll interlace both palms together. Let's press down towards the mat. Let's open up through heart center. Let's bring our gaze up towards the ceiling. And let's ground down through the thighs. Taking in a few breaths here. Opening up through the chest. And we'll take one last breath here. Let's go ahead and release our palms. We'll take them down by the side. And then we'll go ahead. Let's take our sit bones down to the mat. Bring them out front. We're going to take a stack pose right here. If you want to use your straps, maybe getting a deeper stretch in this pose, or even using your block, you can do that as well. You can take your block out front to get a deeper stretch, or you can just use your hands like preacher. Very good. But we're going to bring our arms up, extending up towards the ceiling. And let's take in a great big inhale here. Inhaling in. And then leading with our hearts, folding forward, exhale. So in this pose, while we're in the pose here, just think about each time you inhale, just finding a little more length in your inhale. And as you exhale, just melting a little bit more into yourself, into the mat. Taking in about 3 more breaths, exhaling. And when you're ready, let's bring both palms to the mat. We'll walk ourselves up one vertebrae at a time. Head and neck are the last things to come up. There we go. And then we're going to extend through the left leg. We'll take the right foot into the groin. And we're going to come into Janu Shirshasana, or head to knee pose. We're going to press up through the arms. And again, taking in a nice big inhale here. And we'll fold forward. And get reaching in this pose. Maybe grounding down through the right thigh, feeling that stretch in the lower right side. We're going to take the right arm, we're going to bring it up and around. We're going to reach through. Like I'm trying to grab Rob's hand, shake his hand. Reaching. We're going to take the right palm to the mat. We're going to bring ourselves up nice and easy, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to take the right leg. We're going to bring it over the left. We're going to take the left arm, either wrapping or whichever way is good for you. We can wrap it or bring it up and over. We're going to take the right palm behind us. Let's take our gaze over our right shoulder for a seated twist. So bringing our belly to spine, our pelvis up towards the heel. Connecting back to your breath. And we'll take one last breath right here. We're going to extend through the right leg. And we'll go over to the left side. We're going to take the left foot to the inside. And again, extending through the right leg. We're going to extend arms up. We're going to press through the fingertips. Taking in a nice big inhale here. And then exhale, fold. Oh, that feels so good. Good for us. Good for stretching. That's what our bodies are made for, to move. Stretching is good for that. Especially if you're behind a desk or you're driving or a computer. Maybe grounding down through the left thigh, feeling that stretch. The lower left. We'll bring the left arm up and over. We'll reach through. Peekaboo. And we'll take both palms to the mat, gently walking yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Let's take the left leg over right, either bringing your right arm around or up and over, whichever works best for you. Left palm comes behind, pressing into the mat, and we'll bring our gaze over our left shoulder. Belly button comes to spine, and we'll press up through the crown of our head, just finding some elongation through the spine. And we'll take our last breath here. And we'll move ourselves forward. And we'll extend to the right leg, our left leg. Let's go ahead. We're going to bring our arms up. Inhale in. And let's fold forward. And see, does this staff pose and inhaling, does it feel a little different than the first staff pose you took? You have a little bit more gain on your inhale and then your exhale. And taking 2 more breaths here. And we'll take both palms to the mat, walking ourselves up one more time through this sequence. And we'll go ahead. We'll bring our knees to the side. We'll side saddle it. And we'll come to our knees. We'll take our best shot, our best version of cat and cow. Palms come underneath the shoulders and knees come about hip width distance apart. And then we'll follow our gaze up. We'll arc through the spine, tailbone presses up towards the ceiling. So we're stretching through the belly. We're not dropping the belly, we're stretching through. And then we'll round through the back, press through the palms, tailbone presses down to the mat. And the good thing about cat and cow is you can make them your own. They're not linear. So however your body feels to you, you can kind of go to that shape and find the rhythm of breath that works for you. So maybe getting into your hips, looking back at your heels, which feels really good. We're going to take our palms up about an inch or so. And we're going to make a flow into cobra. Knees are bent. Inhale. Inhaling through scorpion. And exhaling through child's pose. Making our way through scorpion. Cobra. Getting the body moving. Your body's thanking you very much right now. Okay, and we'll take our last breath. We'll take a child's pose right here. We'll extend arms forward, palms press into the mat. We'll bring our big toes together and knees come to the mat as wide as your body will allow. And chest comes to the mat. And forehead comes down. We're going to walk here. We're going to keep it nice and low. We're going to move to the right. Nice and easy. And when you find your right palm, take the left palm over. Press into the right palm. Feeling a stretch through the left side. Through the obliques, through the ribs. We'll bring our forehead down to the mat if your body allows. And we'll connect back to our breath. And then we'll go ahead if you want to journey with me through center. And we'll make our way over to the left side. And right palm comes over left. Stretching through the right side. You might observe how each side might be a little different for you. And we'll make our way back in to the center of the mat. And when you're ready, we'll make our way into a tabletop. Let's do some shoulder openers today. We're going to bring our right arm up. We'll take it up, inhaling in. And then we're going to needle through. We'll do a needle through. Right shoulder comes down to the mat. Right ear comes down to the mat. And if this feels good for you, you can stay here.
Or if you want a more intense shoulder opener, you can take the left palm and you can bring it around the lower back, bringing the fingers to the top of the right thigh. Or you can bring your right or your left palm to the top of the mat. And you can even bring your left leg out to the side or to the back of your mat. Just to give you some opening here on the left side, just providing some more openness. You're right. You got it. Okay, let's take the left palm, pressing into the mat. Not today, Alexa. And we're going to bring the leg back in. And let's inhale right arm up. Excellent job, y'all. And then right arm down. We're going to take it to the other side.
Left arm comes up. Let's take in a nice inhale here, shining our hearts open real big. And we're going to needle through.
And again, if this feels good for you right here, you can stay here. Find whatever works for you. Taking your right arm around the back to the top of the left thigh. For a nice little bind, opening you up on the right side. Connecting with your breath. And just visualizing the breath traveling through the body. You can play Twister now.
Yeah. And win.
And win, yeah. Okay, right palm comes down, placing it. We're going to inhale, left arm up. Again, shining our hearts open here. And then left palm comes down, pressing in. All right.
Let's sit back here. We're going to go ahead and just shake the wrist out. Give them a moment here. We're going to do some balancing. So we're going to bring our palms underneath the shoulders and we're going to bring both knees together. And we're going to kick back the right leg as if we're kicking into the walls. And just checking in with your hips, just checking in to see if you're level or not. And finding your drifting, your non-moving object. And we're bringing the left arm up, shoulder height. And again, right here in this pose, stretching through the tummy, the tum-tum. And reaching. So imagining a string on each end of your finger and your toe is just lightly pulling. Good job. And then exhale, left arm down, right knee. Perfect. We'll take it to the other side. We'll kick out.
leg back as if you're hanging into the wall. So left foot is active. Left leg is active. And then right leg will be, right arm will be shoulder. And again, stretching through the belly and finding a little more length on your inhale. And on your exhale, just kind of sinking a little bit more into the mat and reaching at your chin on the inhale. And then we'll exhale. Right palm comes down and then left. We're going to take a sit back and we're going to make our wrist shake out the wrist. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Yeah. I remember those days. Huh. All right, and we're going to move on into our first down dog practice. So we're going to take our palms to the mat. We're going to tuck our toes right here. You ready, Bob? Okay. And we're going to send our hips up towards the ceiling, pressing. So we're going to bring our fingers wide to the mat. So spreading our fingers here. And we're going to start pedaling out our heels here. So we're walking our dog. That kind of feels good too because we're getting into our calves, into our hips. So we're going to press through the crown of our head, pressing back towards our chest. Just kind of waking up the body, getting it moving. And let's go ahead bending at the knees, looking over the top of the mat. So the knees are parallel to the mat. And right here, we're going to hop, jump, or walk. Forward fold. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, palms through heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale up. And let's swan dive here, arms out to the side. Forward fold. Hinging at the hips. And we'll take both palms to the mat, step back, high plank. So if you want to modify this pose, you can bring both knees to the mat, and then you can take your chaturanga from here. So we're going to shift forward, and then lower down. Hugging our elbows in nice and tight, tops of feet come to the mat. And as we rise up, we're going to inhale to the top of our belly button. Cobra. And then we'll exhale down to the mat. 2 more times. Inhale up. Tops of feet press in. And exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale up. And exhale. And let's press up through high plank or tabletop. We're going to take our down dog here. 1 breath, and then we'll bring our knees parallel to the mat. Hopping, jumping, or walking to the front. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, palms through heart center. Inhale, arms up. Swan dive. Hinging at the hips, forward fold. Palms come to the mat, step back, high plank. And we'll shift it forward, chaturanga. Lower down. Hugging elbows in, tops of feet to the mat. We're going to take our palms to the top of the mat, to the corners. Pressing through the wrists, forearms. Squeeze in the glutes. Tops of feet. Seal pose. And then we're going to go ahead and lower down here. Exhale. And 2 more times. Inhale, press up. And exhale. And inhale up. And exhale. We're going to take both of the palms. We're going to take our palms to the top of our ribs. Okay, we're going to press up here, high plank, shooting our hips up, downward facing dog. And let's take our knees parallel to the mat, hopping, walking, jumping, skipping. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms to the heart center. Let's inhale, arms up. And then we'll exhale, arms come down. We'll take the arms behind the back. We're going to press down through the palms, finding that openness through the front, through the heart center. We're going to open up. Let's go ahead and bring our gaze up overhead. We're going to bend up the knee as far as you can, whatever's comfortable for you. And when you're ready, let's hinge at the hips, bringing our chest to meet the thighs. Doing what your body will allow. And we're going to allow for the neck and the head to relax. So once your head and neck are relaxed, we're going to peel our arms from our back, bringing our arms and palms overhead. Allow as much as your body will allow for yoga mudra. Finding some relief through the shoulders. And let's release here. Arms come back to the back. And we'll release arms forward. Knees are still bent for chair pose. We're going to tuck our tailbone. Just the whole thing. Mula Bandha. We're singing Mula Bandha to the root. It's root block. And forward fold. We're going to bring both palms down, step back, high plank. And we're going to send the hips up. Let's inhale, right leg up. And we're going to exhale, right foot through. We're going to find that degree, that 90 degrees in the front. We're going to drop the back knee. Hello. We're all facing the right way or whatever. So finding that 90 degree in the front, just looking over to make sure you can see your big toe. If you need to use a modification, we can do that. If that feels good for you. We can also use our thigh and then bringing our arms overhead to find some balance. Today, if you want to use your arms, we'll choose goalpost arms or goddess arms. Goddess arms. Finding some openness through the front of the chest. And let's go ahead and fold forward, exhale. We'll straighten through the right leg, folding over. We're going to stay active in the right foot, feeling a stretch through the right calf, through the thighs, through the hamstrings. And hollowing through the belly. Belly button comes to spine. Rounding through the back. On your next breath, we're going to exhale. Left palm presses into the mat. And you can either leave your back knee down or tuck your left toe pressing up, twisting at the waist, revolve lunge. And right palm comes down. We'll kick the right leg back, high plank. We'll shoot the hips high. Downward facing dog. Let's bend our knees parallel to the mat. We'll hop, walk, jump, forward fold, exhale. And then inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, palms through heart center. So we're going to take our tree pose. And finding your tree pose, if you need to get settled, if you want to take a drink, now's the time to do it, or wardrobe, or fix your hair or anything. So taking your tree pose, you can take it at your ankle, your calf, or your inner thigh. Okay. Finding your drishti, your non-moving object. And finding which tree would, variation of tree pose will work for you. You can even take a wall if you like. When you're ready, growing your tree. Maybe your tree might sway, it may bend a little, but it'll always come back. Find groundedness and rootedness. Let's bring our palms together. Exhale. Very good. Beautiful trees. Step up a little. We'll step back with our right leg. It doesn't have to be anything huge, but we'll bend our front leg. We'll fold over the left leg. Palms come to the mat. So we're like a low runner's lunge, whatever feels best for you. If you want to drop that back knee, go ahead. And we're going to take that revolved lunge on this side. So pressing in with the right palm and then left arm, inhale up. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. These are some goddesses and warriors. Yes. And we'll take one more breath right here, and we'll release the left palm down. Let's kick the left leg down. Shoot up to downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. We'll bend at the knees, looking over the top.
A jelly roll on Amazon.
It says the jelly roll. It said to do the jelly roll. And we'll inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. It's totally like. So I'll take palms to heart center. So we're going to move to the right foot. And when you're ready to grow your tree. I can do it when I'm by myself, I promise you. Palms back to heart center. Excellent. And we'll take both feet to the mat. We'll bring them about hip width distance apart. Lift arms up, inhale. And then exhale, swan dive, arms out to the side, hinging at the hips, forward fold. And let's relax with the head and the neck. And we'll take both palms to the elbows. And creating a nice gentle sway right here for your body. Just rocking back and forth. Easy for ragdoll. And when you're ready, we can take our feet as wide as we can or as wide as your body will allow. We'll take that Malasana or garland pose. Palms come to heart center. We'll take our elbows pressing in towards the knees. And if you need a modification on that, you can use your block to give you some support on that. Just being mindful of the head, heart, and pelvis alignment. Actually feels good. Right now. And if you'd like to take a crow pose, palms to the mat and knees to the tricep, biceps, or shoulder biceps, And we'll bring our sit bones down to the ground, to the mat. And we'll come into bow pose. We'll take a variation, parallel our knees to the mat, and then arms and palms are active. And we'll take our toes down and up, heels down and up, and toes, and up, and heels, and up. So if you'd like to take a full boat pose, eventually we're going to come down on our mat. So if you're taking a full boat or a not full boat, eventually we're going to do this. No one else is here, but, and we'll bring our arms out here into a T. If you want to use your straps on this, you can. If you don't want to, that's okay too. And we'll bring our knees to our chest. And when you're ready, allowing both knees to fall over to the right. If you want to take your, if that feels good to you, you can stay there. If you want to take your strap into your right foot, the arch of your right foot, looking for a deeper stretch. Bring your gaze over your right shoulder. Just basking in this delicious supine twist. Feels so good. And if you are ready to release, we'll bring both knees back to center. Arms back out into a T. And we'll take it over to the right side. And again, if this feels good, just like this, you can stay here. If you'd like to use your strap for your left leg, straightening through, giving it these little stretch. And your gaze comes over your left shoulder. And when you're ready to release, we'll bring both knees back together. Let's wrap our arms around our knees, our shins, and let's bring our part of your nose up towards your knee. Give yourself a great big squeeze right here. Hugging yourself, loving yourself, reminding how awesome you are. Telling yourself you love you. Let's bring our head back down to the mat. Let's give some small circles with our knees. Just relaxing through the back, lower lumbar. If you'd like to do a happy baby, we'll go ahead. Taking both palms to the arches of your feet, drawing your knees down towards your armpits, and maybe rocking side to side, stimulating your spine. And if your body's calling for something else, or there's something you would like to do before we go into Shavasana, now is the time to do it. for Shavasana. So we will go ahead and make our way into Shavasana. We'll bring our feet to the edges of our mat, letting our feet fall where they may. Taking our arms down beside us, palms facing up. And I would like to invite you to open your heart by snuggling your shoulders together just a little bit more down the mat. Connecting with your breath, bringing it back to its natural rhythm. Relaxing more into the mat. Relaxing all facial expressions of the face. Relaxing through the forehead. Relaxing through the eyes. Relaxing through the nose. Relaxing through the lips. Relaxing through the mouth. Taking your tongue to the roof of your mouth and unclenching your jaws. There's really not much to do here in this pose, but just to be right here in this moment. And beginning to move your toes and fingers nice and easy. And taking your arms overhead, creating a nice long stretch for yourself. And on your next breath, finding your fetal position. And when you're ready, coming to a nice comfortable seat with your eyes closed. And let's bring both palms together, Anjali Mudra. And taking a moment here to find some appreciation in your practice tonight. Making a mental note of thank you for your body, allowing it to show up here for you tonight. And helping you to close the practice this evening by bringing both thumbs to your third eye. And it's the light and truth in me which honors and bows to the light and truth in each of you. And together we say namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. And next time, we look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. How awesome. You guys are like doing the balancing tabletop and the opening of the shoulders. Like, that's really tripped me out. Fine. Very good. How do you feel? Yeah? Are you relaxed? Well, you look relaxed anyway.